The checks and balances of our democratic system are being challenged in ways that are changing civil rights. If allowed to stand, these changes will bite everyone, no matter who or what you support now. I work with checks and balances as a nurse. They do often slow down the process of healthcare. However, they work to promote safety and quality of care. They bring together a diverse group of experts to make sure that everything is in place and that we slow down and do it right, to make sure the patient's wishes are followed and protect patients and healthcare providers from mistakes. This administration is trying to evade the checks and balances of the people by making it harder to vote based on fraudulent claims about voting and by urging redistricting outside the usual pattern to eliminate the votes of minorities and Democrats. If these new districts are allowed to stand, then they can do it again. And next time, there might be a different criteria for who is inside and outside of which district. It might be you they wish to silence, and you might find that your vote no longer counts or means anything. Bombing boats in the waters of other countries is a dangerous precursor to, if not already, an international use of the military. This bypasses ethical checks and balances as well as the checks and balances of Congress. Usually, you board, investigate, arrest, and prosecute based on evidence. If this administration continues to go around the rules for how Congress is involved in military actions or what is labeled a military action, then they can do it again, using their own unproven claims to kill people who stand in their way or who serve some purpose for them. Allowing the deployment of troops against Americans and using other law enforcement agents to detain, harass, or harm Americans without due process is another attempt to evade the checks and balances of our legal system. Maybe some of your neighbors voice disagreement in an appropriate First Amendment allowable fashion. Are you okay with them being detained, being pepperballed, arrested, jailed, or worse? Please consider the reason for checks and balances. They protect you and your loved ones. Fight to keep them in place. They will serve you if an administration you don't agree with comes into office. The cost of this safety of checks and balances is that we all must allow the same freedoms we hold dear to other residents of this big, great country.